are now about to witness the awesome crushing bite of the Eugene S. Robinson Show. Welcome, my friends. We're short and two, never kind of ends. This is show 400. Goose, as Leslie Music used to say. Goose, welcome to the show, the 400 show. Believe. Got a lot to talk about today on the occasion of the UFC belt. Let Bob Riley sing us in as he has every single week since 2007. Dollars on control or nothing is off of all of the just, which is still to this day available to Revelation Records and Huntington Beach, California, where they what? Well, let's see, they shoot their death in a nightclub. Yeah, that they do it. Yeah. They hit your car with a hammer. That's another tweet that they got for you on H&E. And they run your hair for you out of town on the rail. They open up a substandard restaurant in Central Florida that will inevitably pay. I'll never get to that too. Anyway, listen well. I'm on my way back nowhere. I took my time with a good night. Now I'm taking it well done for you. Now I'm taking it well done. I'm on my way back there, boy. So pretty way back and forward. Nothing. Well, welcome, my friends. To a show that never ends, seemingly never ends. This is 400. Can you believe it? It's almost like 900 shows ago. I said that if I hadn't been made Journalist of the Year, MMA Journalist of the Year, that I would set myself aflame. And I was actually going to do it. I figured stunt guys do it all the time. What do I need? I'm a what do you call that? A freelance stunt guy. I've been run over by horses. That's pretty much it. That was my big stunt. Get run down by a horse. I could do it. Put some Vaseline on my skin, get some gas, and then just light it up. And then I said, yeah, you know what? Man, it's not worth it. All right? I mean, losing or beating the mermaid, Ariel Wani, there's no benefit to this, right? And so in the fullness of time, I'm glad that I didn't do it. But the reality of it is 400 is a significant number, and 500 plus with Knuckle Up. It's a long, many years of doing this show, since 2007, like we said in the beginning. Also today, uncharacteristically, is the first. That means sometime after this show is over today, I got to pay June. Now, some of you have risen to the occasion. I see that some of you subscribe to Substack. That's probably the cheapest way to do it. Some of you send it to me CashApp. That's a solid way. The guy who used to send Tommy Pounds, who used to send it just cash and envelope, he doesn't do that anymore. But that guy, the show rode on his back for so long. He used to be excused. Fossilheimer out in Santa Cruz delivered the cash to me. Came to the Glass Slipper Motel where I was laid up pissing in bottles because I just had surgery. Dude showed up with some food and some money for the show. Appreciated. So like I said, I don't expect you guys to carry all the weight. Yeah, no. There you go. There's the information. but June's got to get paid, and I'm glad to pay her. But it'd be nice to have some help. That's the end of the commercial. That's the end of the commercial. So here we are, February 1st, the beginning of Black History Month. Isn't it wonderful? We can think and think about all of the things that we don't want to think about while we're thinking. And that, in fact, this has informed this week's Substack because I absolutely, in case you don't know, the biggest thing that happened to me this week, let's go back in time a little bit. And the biggest thing that happened this week is that I wake up, given that I'm no longer in West Coast time, so 9 hours back, I wake up to a flurry, a fusillade of text and emails, notifications from people. What's going on? They go, Eugene, have you seen this? Well, I click on it. Yeah, there we go, Crow Feather. I click on it, and what happens? It says you can't see it. You're blocked. And I go to do, they go, what? I'm blocked. What are you trying to, like, everybody sending me this something or other. Like, people that don't know each other are sending me these things. And I click on it and I'm blocked. And so the guy takes a screen capture of it and sends it to me. Rose Media has been born. Rose Media. Why does that sound something like I should know? Well, Rose Media is a new company formed by convicted felon Carlos Watson, his sisters Carolyn and Beverly, and it's named after their mother, who is a wonderful, actually, no snark aside, their mother, Rose Watson, was a wonderful woman. She was great. I really liked her. And I really liked his father, too. I like large portions of the Watson family. There's nothing like Watson. And I mean, my God, you should see photos of this woman as a younger person. Rose Watson was stunning. So they started this media company for no second lives in America, no second acts in American lives. Yeah, well, we'll see about that. And of course, on there, if you go to Rose, of course, any kind of due diligence would have shown you that there are tons of different Rose companies, Rose media companies, in fact. And just like I told Watson, they said, "Hey, if you call your company Ozzy, at some point, Sharon Osbourne is going to sue you." And she did. And they got into a big media kerfuffle over it. Was, what am I, Nostradamus, Negro Damus? What, it doesn't take, you have to vigorously defend your copyright. You just can't go doing festivals called Ozzy Fest when there's an Ozzy Fest. Come on with that. So a cursory glance would have shown you that Rose Media pre-existed, but whatever. This is his way. He'll come to some sort of deal with him. So they've started it. The three of them have started it, and it's a tribute to their mother. And on the menu, the palette of offerings, they have interviews. Carlos Watson interviews, and of course, they're borrowing liberally from his past pre-convicted felon status. But one of the interviews that caught my eye was, of course, another beneficiary of Trump, you know, pre and post Epstein Trump's largesse, Alan Dershowitz. So he interviewed Alan Dershowitz on the Carlos Watson show, but I guess it's repurposed for what they're calling a podcast now. Available on YouTube. Title stop it. So this whole week, that was a plan. That was a plan. I was gonna light up some Watson action. I was just gonna. It was like a Vietnam War movie. X-ray Tango Foxtrot Lima, giving me the coordinates, and I was just going to lay down a fusillade of. But I didn't. I didn't because the second tranche of Epstein files have been released. And while Trump is doing who I call now the presidential maniac, is doing his level best to divert attention from this. This that he's trying to divert attention from actually succeeded in diverting my attention from the Watson bonfire. So midweek, I had to pivot. Right. I mean, what it is, it's like breaking a horse, like what's obsessed me that week. And, usually there are a couple of horses in the running for what's obsessed me this week, going into Wednesday and then Thursday, maybe I'll start getting a headline on Friday and I'll write it up on Saturday. But as much as I wanted to, I came up with the Watson title, and I started to dig up some photos, and I just Thursday I started to read some stuff, unredacted stuff, because of course they fucked it up with the release. And I was like, I can't keep whistling by this. Yeah. But the show is over. We're over time. This is the last show not from America. The remaining 2 shows in February, well, the next 2 shows in February will in all likelihood be from America. If you read the Substack and you get to the end of the Substack, you see a list of the shows. If you can get to any of those shows, do so. DM me, and we'll put you on the list. That's the best I can do. To make sure you're not gaming the system, I might give you a quiz. I don't know who's listening right now. I might give you a quiz to see, But believe me, I prefer having you there. I just did an interview at KBRX in Boise, Idaho. They're ginning up the show. Never played Boise. Been to Boise, but never played it. Will eat my potatoes out of my ass when I'm there, because you got to do that when you go there. But the show's over. 400. I'm beat. Got roller skates for the kid today. Learn how to roller skate. I should have bought some for myself so I could show her. But I figured 2 days before the tour start, inadvisable. Not inline bullshit. But well, roller skates. Disco roller skates. I used to be good at this. And unicycles. Neither of which I'm doing before the show starts. Anyway, kid is sleeping now. I'm not going to scream. This is 400. Thanks for listening. Donate some money. I got to pay June right now if you can. Otherwise, we'll see you next week. This is a Saturday. I don't know if I can do if the shoes fit Saturday, but I will try. Bad Boss Brief. I'm ready. Ooh, they have a surprise coming up on Bad Boss Brief. I don't know. I don't know if I can talk about it yet. Anyway, that's all there is to the show. Look what you made me do! Timeline.
Thanks for joining us this week for yet another episode of the Show Stomper podcast, featuring your host, Eugene S. Robinson. Be sure to follow Eugene's weekly newsletter, which is a soaring hit at eugenesrobinson.substack.com. If you're still on Twitter, he's at Eugene S. Robinson. While you're at it, follow him on Insta at Mr. Sleep 3. That's the number 3. For more episodes of the show that seemingly never ends, go to showstomper.substack.com and become a subscriber today. Eventually, it will house all the Knuckle Up archives we can locate. We already have all the jiu-jitsu breakdowns for free. Check out Eugene on the Bad Boss Brief podcast every other Wednesday morning, as well as the If the Shoes Fit podcast. Pick up his memoir, A Walk Across Dirty Water and Straight into Murderer's Row today, and be sure to leave him a much appreciated honest Amazon review.
Hey, are you still there? I'm here too. This is me, June M. Williams, Eugene's producer.
The Show Stomper has been produced by Original Designs, owned and operated by me, June M. Williams. I provide Eugene with videography, original show graphics, motion graphics, show logos, podcast syndication, social media, and more. I can be reached at orijunels@gmail.com, spelled ORIJUNELS @gmail.com.